Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So the following lore is taken from the latest White Dwarf magazine, in that we have a brand new Index Astartes that tells us of the new lore attached to the Exorcist chapter. So let's jump in and let's talk about these new sons of Rogel Dawn. The Exorcists spend most of their time in fleet-based campaigns, but their permanent base of operation is a feral world of Banish in the Narcissistum Straits. Banish is an inconspicuous sanctum for the chapter. Even though the planet is feral, the primitive human tribes of the world of Banish have proven themselves a worthy recruitment pool for the chapter's particular needs. These hardy nomads were descended from imperial prospectors, stranded on the planet in an earlier age, and centuries of isolation have made them regressive but a highly self-reliant people. The chapter's fortress monastery, the Basilica of Melfex, is located under the steaming acid swamps of the planet. This mysterious underground complex is unusual for being home to not only the headquarters, armoury and other facilities typical of most Space Marine homeworlds, but also the extensive precincts of the Plutonian Inquisitors. The Exorcist chapter are a handful of Space Marine chapters who can trace their creation to the shadowy 13 founding. Records around this founding are scant and often contradictory. This is why most of us know this founding as the Dark Founding. Even though they can be traced to this founding, it's not widely known throughout the Imperium, and those who know of this founding are tight-lipped. The reason for this is their mission. The Exorcists are different from other chapters, as they are made to bring war against the great enemy, to hunt demons. If knowledge of their goal and their methods they use to wage this war were to get out, then many Imperial agents would denounce the chapter. That's not to say that speculation hasn't risen about the chapter. There are some who view the Exorcist with mistrust. When the great enemy appears to wage its wars, the Exorcist chapter can be found at the forefront of many of their campaigns, waging the battle against them. This and their somewhat cult practices and traditions have provoked some accusations of heresy before. One of the chapters that have accused the Exorcists of this heresy is actually the Black Templars. What the Black Templars do not know is that the Exorcists share an unbreakable bond with them, as they are both born from Rogel Dawn's gene lineage. Even though they can trace their gene lineage back to Rogel Dawn, the Exorcists give no outward sign of his bloodline. No battle cries or pageantry. The chapter maintains no fraternal links with the Imperial Fist or any of their many successors. The truth is not widely known amongst the rank and file of the chapter. It is only upon the induction into the first company that the Exorcists are formally told of their descendant from Rogel Dawn. This is taken as a gift of great honour by the veterans, and they guard it with their life. The Exorcists are a Codex compliant chapter, and one of the reasons why they can fight against demons is because of their gene seed. The gene seed of Dawn is resilient like none other. Initiates of the Exorcist enter the halls of tempering. This is where they are possessed by a demon, and through their resilience cast it out and become better warriors to fight against the great enemy. Though this process does take a toll on the initiate, many carry physical and mental stigmata for the rest of their life. They bear unnatural and physical scars and blemishes. Some of these take shape of fell runes and throb with a dull pain in the presence of warp spawn. Others are tiny lacerations that never truly heal. Some survivors even experience tiny spiny growths sprouting from their head or limbs. Many would look upon these as heresy, but the Exorcists regard them as a mark of honour, signifying their defeat of the unholy. Though not all initiates pass the expelling of demons, those who fail the test are known as broken ones. Though they fail, they still serve a purpose. The broken ones still hold a demon inside of them, and due to their resilience, they trap the demon within their body as a vessel of imprisonment. The broken ones are dispatched into deep space under maximum security protocols to live out their untold years within a secret prison craft known as the Persia Tomb. Within the pitch black bowels of this immense drifting bastion, the Broken Ones are left to writhe and scream, locked within hyperdense walls of their warded cells. For 5 millennia, the Persia Tomb has served the Exorcist's grim purpose, and though the location has been known on a few occasions, the contents inside have never been discovered. If even a single Broken One were to escape, the consequences for the chapter, or even the Imperium, would be catastrophic. Since the coming of the Great Rift, the galaxy has been split in twain. Chaos has flooded into real space. The great enemy sends forth its legions to scour entire worlds and sectors. The Exorcists have been pushed to their limits, sending out strike forces far and wide to combat the great enemy. When the Primaris reinforcements were dispatched to chapters throughout the galaxy, the Torchbearer fleet bound for Banish met with intense and repeated demonic assaults. The rogue traders travelling with the fleet regarded their mission as cursed. Even in private, the Adeptus Custodes elements muttered that such attention from the Dark Gods was ominous indeed. As a result of fighting constant demonic assaults, all the grade shields aboard the vessels were killed in action. When the fleet finally made it to the world of Banish, they were only able to gift the Exorcist chapter the technology on how to make their own Primaris Marines, which actually suited the Platonian Inquisitors and the Exorcist chapter. Raising their own Primaris Marines on Banish would enable them to monitor the training of the Primaris from the earliest outsets. The Exorcist resistance to the demonic influence seemed present in the Primaris recruits. This further indicates to the resilience in the chapter's gene seed is responsible. The Exorcist chapter themselves have started to cross the Rubicon Primaris to better themselves in their fight against the great enemy. The first of which was their chapter master. Chapter Master Amir Vastaphon was the first of the Firstborn Marines to cross the Rubicon Primaris. He is now clad in crimson gravis plate and armed with a relic blade called Voidbane. The reborn chapter master is a formidable force on the battlefield. Now, as a fan of the Imperial Fist, as a fan of anything Rogel Dawn, I actually welcome the Exorcist chapter to our brotherhood. I've always been a fan of the Exorcist chapter, and actually to get confirmation that they are indeed sons of Rogel Dawn and the resilience of the gene seed adds to the fact that they are able to combat this demonic threat is absolutely fantastic for me. I know there is some debates out there for people who are concerned about the Grey Knights, and they were supposed to be coming from the Grey Knights, and it's been mentioned actually in the lore that they were descendants of the Grey Knights. All I can really say is that just go out and pick up the Exorcist Index Astartes in the latest White Dwarf and give it a read. It may convince you that maybe this is the right direction for the Exorcist to go in. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, but at least give it a try and give it a read, because there is some really cool details a part of this new lore. Anyway, thank you for coming, thank you for watching this video. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, please leave it down in the comment section below and we can have a nice little talk down there. See you now, have a great day, and bye-bye.